feel so alive, alive all the time, and I don't mind. I feel so alive, alive all the time, and I
There we go.
don't mind.
Don't mind. We don't hear you, Santi. Or is it me?
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, now I hear Jose. You guys were both muted. Oh my gosh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear
Yep,
you now. Actually,
I
no,
was saying
Santi,
that
I don't hear you, bro. What? Hello, Santi?
that was the best song we had, in
I
my
like
opinion.
that song a lot. I like that song a lot. Feel so alive.
How are you doing, guys?
good,
I'm
good.
doing
What about you?
fantastic, man.
I'm doing well. Can't really complain. Can't really complain. Jose, is that the flamingo shirt?
Bro, it's the Flamengo shirt and representing our German friends as well in the Euro,
Yeah.
showing my support.
Are you friends with the Germans, bro? After what they did to you in your own World Cup?
Let's not talk about that. Sensitive topic.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. For those who know football or the United States people who know soccer, that's a
He said
very
the word.
sensitive topic for
You can't say
Brazilians.
that word, bro.
I am sorry. I am sorry. But yeah, I think we can get started. We have a lot to cover today, honestly. We have big news. We came here with we came here with the guns and ammunition for sure. So we can get started with, as always, with some noteworthy news, guys. Quickly, Dominic Bain, our very own, participated in the Command Deck podcast. So we'll link it here. It's a good discussion. I still need to catch up to that one, but you guys can catch the discussion there. Dom, what did you guys talk about?
Oh my gosh, we talked about a lot. They asked me a lot of questions. I said a lot of things I shouldn't have said. But they have a
The
they have a
usual.
way of they have a way of getting that information out of me. But it was actually really good. I enjoyed that a lot. Definitely gonna
What
give it a
is that
watch.
June 28th stuff that people are saying, bro?
Man, oh my god, dude. Okay. All right, hold on. Like offhanded, because I just want to let people know. Everyone's asking like when town hall, when town hall, when town hall, and on the podcast, I was like, yeah, I mean the current plan. I just want to reiterate the current plan that we're currently planning for that could change, that isn't set in stone, is is June 28th. And then they were all like, "All right, we're going to all say June 28th for the rest of our lives." So, here we are now. And this is why
Correct.
I regret it.
That's why you can't have nice things, Dominic Bain, man.
Yeah.
We can't let Dom go on any podcasts anymore, guys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's forbidden.
But no,
No, I
it's
did
not
not
confirmed.
confirm it. I did not confirm anything. I did not.
It's not confirmed. Definitely not confirmed. Another thing that was kind of noteworthy to me was the memes from Last Brew, bro. What Beyond the Horizon posted on Twitter is
Ah, bro,
insane.
hold on. Let me find that. Let me find that. Let me find that. Let me find
No,
that. Let me
no, no,
find that.
no,
Hold
no,
on.
no,
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There's no way in hell we are continuing this brew without looking at that, bro. I gotta find that. I gotta
no.
find
Bro.
that ASAP.
So sinful.
It's the freaking funniest thing.
Bro, that's a disrespect to the cosmic currents, bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
there's no
that's a
disrespect.
sin.
All right, this is what Dude, this is what Beyond the Horizon made.
Bro, look at that.
Bro,
Dude.
Bro,
absolutely disrespectful, bro.
that's
Is this
insane.
not
That's
is this
actually
not the best thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Oh my god.
Group X trailer.
Bro, that's the group back trailer. Yeah,
My god.
Oh man,
Yeah,
bro,
we were not going on without playing that.
that's wild. That's wild.
that's a
Oh, that's I
phenomenal
always hang
intro.
my jacket there. I always hang my jacket there. That's why it's there.
Bro, yeah. Moving on from the memes, um, there's a couple events for you guys if you're interested. Tomorrow, Jose, we have the lore keepers meeting, right?
Yep, we are going to discuss some of the factions that exist in the medium zone of Star Atlas. Super excited about that. Make sure you join. I'll be dropping lots of lore alpha tomorrow. Don't miss it if you like lore.
Let's link that in the chat for the people who want to join. Let me
Let's
find it.
do this.
There we go. So if you guys are interested in lore keepers number 5 tomorrow in the brew lounge, right? So make sure to tune in. Jose's dropping the alpha on the Stratos lore.
Absolutely.
Then there are 2 more brews in different languages. We have the Spanish brew. So if you speak Spanish, si hablas español, you can join this one. It's co-hosted by me and Stick, so you can join that one, and we'll be replying to questions in Spanish. And we also have the Italian brew as well, hosted by Infoli. Shout out to Infoli, absolute legend. So if you speak Italian, make sure to join that one. Uh, Shout out to Sir Atlas Italia as well, and NFT Italia. They offer free
Legends.
pizza and pasta at that brew, so make sure to join.
Best brew, bro. Best brew.
German brew as well. Right. German brew happens every Monday.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Germans
German
are
brew
our
happens
partner.
every Monday. And Dom, what was that you posted?
I'm representing, bro, today.
Yeah. Yeah. So make sure to join the German brew. So we have Spanish, English, German, Italian, Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr.
Pitbull.
Worldwide.
Dale.
Turkish brew, guys. Someone should take the initiative with the Turkish one. I see someone asking for Turkish.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
speak any Turkish. When I went to Istanbul, I didn't understand anything when people were talking to me. So someone needs to do it. Katir, I see you in the audience, Katir, man. Calling you out live. Start that Turkish brew, bro. Come on. Brazilian brew, Jose as well. People
Yeah,
are
yeah.
saying.
Yeah, no. I have a very specific date for the Brazilian brew. I'll let you guys know after we finish our noteworthy news here.
I see. I see. I see what you're doing.
Hmm.
Then we have some news to share. We have some news to share. The changes that we mentioned about Sage, going into Sage now, the changes that we mentioned last week should be going live today. I know we kind of said that last brew, but now it's more certain that shortly, today, tomorrow, the
It's
changes should
true.
be going live. So if you don't know the changes, Dom, maybe you can link them,
Yeah.
calling you out here, putting
Yeah,
you
yeah.
on the spot.
If you don't know what the changes are, there's a few different. I mean, do you want me to just leak everything or what?
Yep.
So
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
changes that we talked about on June 12th in this announcement, going to going to link it in the chat over here, are coming. And then also with these changes, another thing that's coming that's really cool is being able
Mhm.
to craft other items from other communities and other ecosystems. So that's coming today.
Yeah, that's going to be
Let's
quite cool.
go.
Hopefully today. Definitely
Just
aiming
getting
for
the
today.
alpha. That's the
Definitely
goal
aiming for
today.
today.
The goal. The goal
The
is today. The
engineers are not
goal.
leaving until this goes live, boys. They are
Okay.
trapped
Yeah,
in the dungeon.
I like that. I like that.
yeah. And then there's other news for Sage as well, which is that there is going to be a feature freeze for Stratos Golden Era until we release Fleet Command. So if you don't know what Fleet Command is, it's the Unreal Engine 5 Sage version. So for us to reach feature parity between the two of them, we need to do a feature freeze. So that means that there's probably going to be no further updates to Sage until we get the UE5 side of things ready
Yeah,
for
just to
Sage.
give just to give some context, just some context. For every feature we put into Sage Labs, we would have to do that in UE5. And UE5 is it's not hard. I would say it's harder to develop something and actually bring a feature to life in UE5. Sage Labs is very easy because it's 2D. But everything we do in Sage Labs, we have to replicate to bring Fleet Command up to parity. So at some point we have to stop or freeze that development so we can actually bring the things together, so hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah, yeah. Doesn't affect. I see people saying thought composability and whatnot. It doesn't really affect composability. Like the community can still keep building on top of Sage regardless. It's just that us from our end, we're doing a feature freeze to get the UE5 side of things up to speed and basically release that when it's ready. So it doesn't
Yeah,
affect the crew drop. It doesn't affect crew drop. In fact, everything that was shared about the crew drop is still effective and they're going to work as intended and everything. So the next update is going to be the crew drop for sure, and then after that, feature freeze. So yep, yep. Moving on from that, I know that's kind of big news, but we have cool stuff here as well. So we have a town hall date, ladies and gentlemen. We do have a town hall date. So the Star Atlas town hall is going to be happening on July 3rd. July 3rd, Wednesday, couple hours after the brew. I think it's 1 hour after the brew. So July 3rd, town hall. Everybody can mark their calendars for July 3rd. We will have a Star Atlas town hall. And one of the reasons that we are taking a little bit longer with this is that, as you guys know, one of the one of the main things of the crew packs, the crew cards, was that Ustur and Oni would have placeholder art while Mod was going to be all the art ready, basically. So now we're targeting to have the concept art ready. So no placeholder art for Oni and Ustur. So
yeah, guys, this is huge, man. Like every Ooster, every Oni, every Mud, live, on chain, beautiful, moistured, on his own lane, ready to roll, man.
Moisturized in his own lane.
That's
so
it,
yeah,
bro. That's
we're
what
It's
we're
aiming
gonna
to
gonna
be
pull
have
off.
it's
that
gonna be great.
ready. It will make for a much better overall experience, honestly. So yeah,
We are
hopefully
excited.
hopefully we manage to get that done. And yeah, trying to generate 8 million uniques. So that's pretty huge. And we have some alpha. Dominic Ben decided to leak that.
Oh,
Oh,
Guys,
wow.
we're talking about crew. I thought it was my
yeah,
cue,
yeah, yeah. Guys, we are sharing this straight from Danny's archives. So you can't share this outside the Discord. It's forbidden.
Do not share this,
Forbidden.
or else we're never gonna be able to share Atlas Brew Alpha again. Please.
Yeah,
Couldn't
please.
guys. If you post this on X or anywhere else, banned from the brew.
Man,
Absolutely banned.
live.
Banned from the brew.
Yeah. But look at that. Look at that Puna.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Love those little guys. I love those little guys.
And those are just a few traits of one type of Puna body model. So I'm pretty excited. Guys, we are going to have some fun with those crew members. You guys just wait. We are cooking.
Yeah. So you can see how the Puna kind of auto generates in the different traits and visuals. Looking very clean, honestly. I want the Puna. I really
Yeah,
do want the Puna.
the punabs look really good. Punabs look really, really good.
Yeah. Punas are the cleanest. I said it. I said it. I know the Lusters
Debatable.
look good.
Debatable.
I know the Lusters look good. And I don't know if I'm going to die on this one alone, but to me, Punab's top tier.
I mean, you saw the
No,
same thing that I did, so you know that boosters are better.
Man, can't do this, Jose. Can't do this, Jose.
Just
But yeah,
saying, bro.
guys. So we have the town hall date, July 3rd. We'll create a Discord announcement and post that soon, so you guys can mark us interested on the event. So don't worry, we'll have that soon. And we just shared some little sneak peeks on the Puna art, which is clean, 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 clean. So
yeah. I've usually said to go into things with less expectations, but this town hall we're gonna have on July 3rd is going to be our best town hall we've ever had. Genuinely going to be the best town hall, most packed town hall. It's probably going to be 2 hours long. I know, don't do it, Dom. I know. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. But it's because I believe it. But no, yeah, I think this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be the best town hall we've ever had. So, yeah, mark your calendars on this one. Definitely show up if you can, because it's gonna
Yeah,
be a really
no.
good one.
Yeah, I know we are on the no hype meta, but this town hall deserves this. This deserves this. You guys are not ready.
packed, packed agenda, man, already. And we keep adding stuff. So it's a town hall to enjoy with the beer, with the coffee, some food. Take it's going to be more than 1 hour, so you
Attune
should.
yourself to the cosmic currents, bro, and
Yeah,
come to the town hall.
exactly. Exactly. Are mushrooms encouraged for the town hall? I don't know. Whatever you
Absolutely.
enjoy the most. Whatever you enjoy the most. I think that's probably a cool plan. But you do you. You do you. But yeah, recommended beer, recommending whatever. But it's going to be a good town hall for sure. Uh, yeah, July 3rd. We're not launching the crew cards on July 3rd, by the way. Like everybody knows that we're going to give some heads up
Deadline,
for the
snapshots.
airdrop, the snapshot, and everything. So don't worry about that. It's not that. We're not going to give you time or heads up. We're also going to have a Medium article that has been written in very much detail by our Penguin Sask Jose, where you will learn basically how everything is going to go on all the dates, like step by step, how to be ready,
Step
how
by
to make
step.
sure you qualify, everything. So don't worry about that. We got you covered, and we are happy to break that down on a brew as well. So yeah,
Yeah, we
did
need
we miss
like three
anything,
brews
boys?
to break
Yeah,
down everything that we are going to talk about in the town hall.
yeah.
Something like
That's
that.
like a white paper. That article is like a white paper.
Yeah,
So yeah, 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 yeah. Did we miss anything on the noteworthy news, guys?
I think we got it.
Mm, no, I think we're good.
We're good. We're good. Dom, did you say you will give away 100 airbags if it wasn't on the 28th?
The hell? No, no, absolutely
That's
not.
that's what people are saying, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Consume one sock.
That sock bit
they
was legendary.
they are saying they hurt you, bro. So
Oh
I don't
my
know
god,
what you're doing with
bro.
your airbag fleet, but you might need to give that away, bro.
I guess we're giving it away.
Uh, cool. So we can move to the main topic. We can move to the main topic, which is the crew perks part 2, and we have the 4 aptitudes perks that are left. So, Jose, introduce us, bro.
All right. Let's get started here. On the last brew, we spoke about the first four uh, perks, trees, skill trees, let's say like that. So now we are going all the way towards the last four. As we did on the last brew, I feel like we should take some votes and discuss the meta. That was a fun exercise. So let's get this started right away with the science perk.
Real quick, Jose.
And
Real quick. I just want to interrupt you. Can you just what are perks? Just for the people who like maybe didn't see the first brew, haven't seen this sheet yet. This sheet yet.
fair enough. For those of you who doesn't know what perks are the system where you progress on the different characters aptitudes in Star Atlas. Crew members in Star Atlas will have natural inclinations towards some activity areas, things that they excel at or they are better than others. And those aptitudes, they come on three different levels: minor, major, and anomaly. And as you guys progress through gameplay on each one of those aptitudes, you unlock perks. Those perks, on each level of aptitude that you gain, you get a spendable point where you can develop one of the perks inside the aptitude tree. So, for example, our case today, science, as you level up, you are able to develop the intelligence perk, the discovery perk, data analysis perk, and experimentation perk. The number that you see at the left side of the perk is the level that you need in the said skill, in the said aptitude, to unlock this skill to start leveling up. So, for example, from level 1, you can add points to intelligence, but you require level 15 to start adding points to experimentation. Uh, those perks, they are massive enhancements to not only your individual crew member, but to your overall ship performance, as different perks from different crew members stack with each other. And this will surely heavily impact gameplay features alongside other factors like your uh, your components on your ships, your your overall count level, and things like that. This is the basis of the Star Atlas RPG ecosystem, and it's super fun to theory craft and think about how the meta will play out. So that's what we're doing today. We are checking the different perks and discussing how they're going to perform in the
So
future.
before you kind of get into science, I guess so the gist of it is you open a crew pack. In your crew pack, there are going to be five different crew members. Those five different crew members are going to roll for one of the or depending on what rarity it is, they're going to roll for these different aptitudes, and whichever aptitude they have that they roll for will get a bonus depending on if it's a minor, major, or anomaly aptitude, which gives an XP gain boost. But so if I get a crew card that is a has a science aptitude and it is a major science aptitude, I would be able to go into this science aptitude and gain XP 50% faster, going from level 1 to whatever the level is, and then you can go into these different trees, so to speak. So that's just the gist of it, right, Jose?
Absolutely, friend. And just to add, those perks, they have different bonuses based on the game mode that your character is uh, at the moment. So as you can see, there is a golden arrow and a small black arrow, or the Sarata symbol arrow there. The ones at the top are for the Sage gameplay, and the ones that are at the bottom are benefits for the Unreal Engine 5 gameplay features. So someone asked about how the how the leveling up works and how you add points. So basically, whenever you perform an activity in game that requires the science aptitude. Let's say, for example, that you are researching something in Star Atlas. This will generate XP on the science aptitude. When you gather enough XP on that aptitude to level up, you gain a level. So let's say now you are science level 2, and you have a point to expand on the perks. Those perks, they have diminishing returns. And that means that, for example, let's say the intelligence perk accelerates research and development projects. So let's say the first time that you add this perk, it will give you a 3% bonus. The second level that you add to the same perk, the intelligence perk, it will give you something like 2.5. The next one will give you 2.225 and so go on, but you never stop earning benefits from adding more perks. So players will need to decide how they want to level up their crew members, if they want to diversify, if they want to focus on few abilities or even one ability only. That's gameplay stuff, that's the meta, and we'll see in the future how the different fleets compositions will work out together with the perks.
And then Earther asked a question. Please clearly explain more about how perks are earned. Can you skip intelligence, for example? So, let's just use science for example. Let's say I have a crew that has a science aptitude, which honestly we don't even need to have that in this example. But the point I'm trying to make is you have to level up that aptitude, and when you're leveling up the science aptitude, when you get it to level 1, you can go into the intelligence tree. When you get it to level 5, you can go into the discovery tree. When you get your science aptitude to level 10, you can go into the data analysis tree. And when you go into get to level 15, you can go into the experimentation tree. So, and each level you're getting a point. So if you get to level 2 and you don't want to go into the intelligence tree, you can save your points and you can save them for when you go into discovery, and then you could use the 5 points that you've gotten from your 5 levels to go into discovery. So to answer your question, yes, you can. You no you can skip it. You can technically. I mean, you have to earn it in order, but you can skip it in terms of you don't have to go into that tree and level it up. Okay, Jose, I'm sorry. Sorry for taking
No,
your time there, bro. But you can go into it
no,
now.
that was super cool. Uh, just the last question before we go. Luania is asking if we can reset perks. And I asked Danny the same question, and what he told me is that it will be possible, but it will require first, resources, second, the correct place to do it, and third, someone with the skill to do this reset. So it's not going to be easy and probably will be costly. So it's important to think very well before adding those points.
So with
Okay?
reset perks, we mean re-roll what aptitude perks you get, or
No, no,
reset
no.
the points that you
The
spent.
points that you spent. Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Because that's
that's an
gonna be
important one.
yeah. I feel like that's a big part of trying these perks, because there's going to be so many different combinations with your crew and all that kind of stuff that you're 99.9% chance you're not going to get it right on the first time that you put it in, unless you're maybe outside coming in maybe a year after they release and you just watched a video explaining the meta and you
Yeah.
just copy someone. Like then you'll be fine. But for the people who are trying to like who are almost navigating the waters and figuring stuff out for the first time, it's gonna be rough because there's gonna be a lot of testing, and I guess it just depends on how many resources it takes to actually
Yeah.
re-roll
And
or
and if you think about that, Stratos will have so many specializations, even on the same branch of skill, let's say science. Science is going to be a world inside Stratos. Like there are many things that you can do that's under the umbrella of science that even if you specialize in very focused on one thing or if you have a broad spectrum of abilities, someone will like this crew member. This will fit with someone's fleet, someone's role, and that's why we have the trading of crew members as well, right? So I
Yeah.
feel like organically everything will fall into places and work out pretty well.
There's actually a question about that. Do perks travel with the crew members if you sell them to another player? Yes,
Absolutely,
they do.
absolutely. Uh,
That's the whole point.
and this is super interesting because if you think about this, those crew members, they are unique as existences in the blockchain. Like they are characters, they are citizens of Galia Expanse. They are part of Star Atlas. And who knows, maybe one day we are able to give them a personality with AI technology. So yeah, this is this is kind of going to the future that we all dream about as gamers. So take care of your crew members.
Yeah,
One day
very
they might
important.
become the your AI lords in the blockchain.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Jose, I think we can go into the first one, right?
I had
Sure.
a I had a question that I wanted to ask guys to the audience, and it's before we get into this. So, as you guys know, when you roll, when you open a pack, you can get different rarities, and I think we kind of covered it last brew. But I'm curious what people thinks about. So, if you roll an anomaly, I don't know, Dom, if you have that image that you can pull up with the rarities and what you can get.
Let me
Uh,
bring it
but
up.
I want to hear the thoughts because I know we discussed this, but very briefly in the last brew, and it's something that I'm curious about because I am, of course, hoping to get an anomaly. But if we, if you pull an anomaly, would you guys prefer to have a minor in all aptitudes or two major aptitudes plus one anomaly aptitude? What is the one that you guys would choose if you had the chance, of course?
I'll give the spoiler for mine. Minor in everything.
Minor in everything.
Yes.
Mm.
Hmm.
I actually disagree. I think I would want the two major aptitudes and one anomalous aptitude but there's a caveat there being that I would want them to obviously be the aptitudes I want to go in. Um,
Yeah.
but since there's literally kind of infinite leveling with diminishing returns, of course, I think these bigger XP gains are going to be so crucial, especially for like these people who specialize in one of these things. Like if you're trying to specialize in I don't know, medicine or something, and you only have a minor aptitude, or maybe you're just don't have any aptitude at all. You're just going into it with no XP bonus at all, and you're competing against someone with an anomalous aptitude. You're literally being like outworked by like 2x by 2x, and that's very hard to catch up to. So
Yeah.
I think yeah, I think I would rather have the two major aptitudes and one anomalous for sure.
It depends on, of course, the caveat that you said, like where do you get them? I feel like an anomaly crew member with the anomaly aptitude in command, for example, that's likely to be one of the most valuable, in my opinion. In my opinion, like having an anomaly crew member with the command aptitude, also anomaly, man, that's quite huge. Honestly,
Yep.
that's quite
Those
huge.
are pretty cool. But if you think about this crew member isolated from a crew, like let's say you have a mission where you need one crew member, or that you are on a race that you only can use one crew member. If you have the minor aptitude and you level every perk to level 100 with that guy is going to be a killing machine. He'll win duels, he'll do the missions, no one will be able to stop him. That's why I feel like if you go to the individual level, like Unreal Engine player, bounty hunter that plays with one crew member to do stuff, get shit done, I would go with the miners and level up everything and kill everyone. You know that those Sword Art Online's moments when one guy versus 20 others and he kicks everyone's ass? That's the anomaly crew member with minor aptitudes and everything.
It's also probably good for the start as well. Like when what you were saying, Don, before. That is,
Mm.
at the beginning, we'll have to experiment, like which combinations are better and all that. if you have the minor in all aptitudes, then you're leveling up everything faster, and you kind of can test that before anyone else if you have the anomaly with all minors. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I will go for the two majors in the anomaly.
I
Honestly,
think what this really depends on is the diminishing returns. If the diminishing returns are aggressive, I think Jose and you are absolutely right. I think it's way better to have minor aptitudes and all. But if the diminishing returns aren't super aggressive and it actually is valuable to get to like level 1000, like an astronomical level, like there's actually value in that, then I think having these major aptitudes and anomalous aptitudes are going to go a lot farther than the all minor ones. But I think it does depend on a lot of things.
Yep, we'll
yeah.
see.
Lordo took it even further. He said if the anomaly would only give you minor, I'd rather have a legendary.
Me too,
Okay.
honestly. My own personal preference. That's why I'm saying like I would rather have the major aptitudes, like the three major aptitudes in legendary. I
Ooh,
feel
nice
like
app.
me personally, I would rather have that than all minor. And this is just my opinion. This is my opinion. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. We have no idea like what it's gonna look like there yet. And then I think a lot of that is gonna determine who's right. You know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Time
No,
will tell.
absolutely. All theory crafting. All theory crafting. So yeah, I didn't want to derail the conversation. I just wanted to hear the thoughts on this one because I feel like it's an important one. Everybody is going to be here trying to roll an anomaly, and when you get
Yep,
it with the old miners, and you're like, ah, man, I don't know if I wanted that.
I'll buy. I'll buy. Send me a DM.
Sell it to just straight up.
I get it. Okay, Jose. Science.
Let's
We've
get
got to finish
started
these.
then, guys.
Okay.
So, let's talk about the science aptitude. This aptitude will be linked with activities that requires research, data analysis, things like that. So, the first perk that we have in this tree is intelligence. Intelligence accelerates research and development projects. And the Unreal Engine boost is boosts learning speed and effectiveness in skill training. Do you guys want to hear my theory crafting about this perk?
Could you zoom in a little bit
Okay.
more, Dom, if possible, sir?
Yeah. One sec. Uno momento.
Jose, tell me your theory crafting on this, bro.
My
There we
theory
go. That should be a
crafting
lot
on
better.
this specific perk is that this is one of the most broken perks in Star
Really?
Atlas.
Really?
Yes. And why? You ask me why, Jose? Why? Because when I was a young penguin back in 2021 and I read the Star Atlas economic paper, there was something called mega projects. And mega projects are something like very long and time consuming and resource costly projects that works faction wide and provides unique bonuses for the whole faction, for the whole ecosystem that you are integrated into. And we're here when we are talking about those kind of projects, we are talking about things like developing warp gates, developing a starbase, developing a Titan ship. And these perks accelerates those things. So this perk, although neglectable if you are thinking about everyday activities as a normal crew member, I feel that the intelligent guys in Galley expense, they are going to be the ones that will drive the costs and the overall burden of doing those things in game by a sizable amount. Like those, I feel like there will be many researchers in game just leveling up intelligence to allow for whales and guilds and factions make projects in game feasible. due to this perk. This is my theory crafting about this.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I could see it, but I think most people are gonna be selfish with how they play the game, unless there's like I said, unless people are collaborating, like DAC wide. Then I could see it. Like I said last time, I think DAC wide, there's gonna be people who hyper specialize in something. So there's like, so when they work together, it's a genuine threat in like all aspects. So I could definitely see it from a DAC aspect, and I could definitely see that for sure. It's not the route I would go personally, but
same,
I could see it.
same. If
Fair
you
enough.
want research and development in your deck, don't try to recruit me because I'm not going for the
Bro's a
You're
new
not
chess
commander.
helping.
perks, guys.
Bro's a command, bro. Bro's a command.
I I only go for commander about that. No, but there are some interesting ones that we will cover later today that I feel like are kind of huge in these orders. So yeah, we can keep going. We can keep going.
You want me to do the next one, Jose?
And also, there is a small point here as well.
Mhm.
The intelligence perk on Unreal Engine 5 boosts learning experience, like learning speed. So maybe this is also a major benefit for your crew member as he levels up faster. So
You
this
know what?
could probably help a lot to level up, to gain momentum and traction while
It,
training your crew members.
you know what I'm thinking now with this, Jose, is I think this perk might be one of those things that people get to a certain level and then like stop doing it. Like this isn't. Part of me thinks this is something that they just do to like buff their kind of learning and crafting and all the projects that they work on. But they only get it to a certain level and then they move on. Like I don't. I think the more you talk about it, the more I'm like, maybe I should just get it to a point where the XP is worth it and the diminishing returns are affecting it too much. And finding some kind of like calculation for some kind of level in the range and then stick there and then just do that. Like I think that's what I would do now, actually, personally.
Awesome. Makes sense.
Okay, discovery. Enhances chances of finding rare resources during missions and increases likelihood of discovering hidden items. The finding rare resources during missions is in Sage, and then the hidden items is in UE5. Okay, so my gut reaction says this one's gonna be sought after like a mother trucker. I'm not gonna
Yes,
lie, like
I
I
yes,
feel
mean,
like for the people who are like here for more like come here, get items, sell those items to other players. Like for those people, I feel like discovery is going to be big for those people because you're getting resources that are harder to get. You're getting hidden items that are obviously hidden. So I think
yeah.
this one is broken for the people who are going after maybe the more financial aspects
All
high
personally.
Visual
resolve players.
Soapbods, all Visual Soapbod owners are going for this one. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Straight out the gate.
Yeah, man, like you go to the high risk zone, you have level 100 on discovery. You find an enormous node of Genesium somewhere. Profit. As
Yeah.
simple as that.
Yeah, and
Profit.
maybe they just go into stealth. They go stealth and discovery, and you just secretly find something, and then you get out. You find something rare and get out. I mean, I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. The hamster wheel in this head is going around right now. Cool. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one. It's not something I would go for because I
You're
want to
not a
be more
data runner,
combat.
sir.
Yeah, I'm more I want to be more combat focused in the eventual UE5 game. Um, but I could definitely see this one being one of the top picked ones for sure. Okay, Jose, you want to do next one or?
Yes, let's go for data analysis. Faster, broader range, and deeper data details from scans. Provides broader minimap visibility. This is a must-have for anyone that wants to go to the high risk zone or want to play PvP. Like, as you guys know, we saw it last week. We have a stealth perk in game, which means that it needs to be countered by data analysis. So if
Hmm.
you go in blind through an asteroid field, Santa will Santi will use his tufas to kick your ass. So it's not even funny. You need someone that can detect the dangers of Gala expanse for you. You need data analysis.
We need someone to take a look at my hidden tufas in the high risk zone.
Mm,
Gotta be careful.
Yep.
I got no comment on this one. I think this one's obviously just good. Just it's just good.
It's the same,
Obviously.
but you can you will have to level up those two. If you're like a data runner that has a bunch of Visus outputs, for example, you would have to level up the two of these, like discovery and data analysis. Like it's probably
Mhm.
even 50-50 that you have to go, in my opinion. Again, I don't know what the meta is going to look like, but you certainly need both.
Yep.
So yeah,
It's part of the data analysis meta.
yeah. If you're
Mhm.
going to be a data runner, getting some scientists in your crew, probably worth it.
Worth it.
I agree. Okay. Experimentation. In Sage, increased the yield and rate of craft jobs, and in UE5, it increased the yield and rate of craft jobs. So same thing. Um, I mean, science is just it's just the
It's
one
OP.
for the people. I mean, science is just the one for the people who want to earn something. I feel like, uh,
Yeah,
It really helps.
yeah, I think this is going to be like, yeah, I think science is going to be absolutely balls to the wall broken for a lot of these people who just want to kind of get some kind of gain from the game.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
The,
um,
the factories of Gala expanse will be filled with scientists.
Any
that's
scientists out there?
I'm sure we have a lot of scientists.
For sure, bro.
All right.
I'm
Which
creating the
one do you guys
poll
feel
right
it's
now.
Oh, yeah, I
yeah.
gotta hear which one. I gotta hear which one from you lads. Which one is your guys' favorite? Mine's Discovery. Mine's Discovery, personally. I think um I like the idea of finding an item that no one else can find. That sounds really cool to me. Because I want to be able to walk around and be like, yeah, I got this, and no one else has this. That's cool to me. But I imagine a lot of people would be more interested in maybe like experimentation or intelligence. But my
I
gut is
think
going
this
to
is.
Discovery.
I just posted the poll. I just posted the poll, so people can
Hmm.
go vote for the favorite one in the chat. I'm actually clicking on show results now. Experimentation is winning. To me, experimentation is huge. Anything that gives you increased yield and rate of anything, like honestly, man, like that's overpowered to me. Like that's one that I'm going for.
Hmm.
But also at the same time, it depends on what you focus, right? Because if you're going just for the rare resource that you want to find, then you probably need to go for the discovery one. So
True.
I'm between those two. I'll probably choose myself experimentation better. But I don't know. Depends on the gameplay style.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Some
think we're ready to
mustaches
go
day
to.
analysis and discovery. Going in on all four slim pickings. Okay.
I think a lot of people
Fair.
will just go like I said, balls to the wall on science. I think they're going to just go heavy on science, especially if you're more. And I don't mean this in a negative way, by the way. If you're more into like the selfish play style, where you just want your like gain for yourself, I feel like this is going to be one of those ones that is really you're really going to look attractive to you. Um, so not my first choice, but I think Discovery really sounds cool to me. But I think
Yeah.
we're.
Discovery one. Discovery one.
Mhm. You guys ready to go to operator or any other
Yeah, yeah,
comments?
yeah, yeah.
Let's do this.
Uh, you go for it, Jose. Your turn.
All right, let's start with operator now. And the first perk of this aptitude tree is proficiency. Proficiency boosts efficiency of trained manufacturer proficiencies and enhances performance with specific equipment brands. This one is quite interesting. This one is focused on the different manufacturers of Galia expense. So we'll have Ogrica items like Ogrica engines, uh, guns from the guns manufacturer. We'll have Armstrongs, mining drills, things like that. And this perk here boosts your efficiency using those exclusive items. So I could see very specialized characters that works on the field operations of a mining rig or something like that using proficiency. But to be honest, it's not one of the most appealing perks for me, individually speaking.
I
I was
am
gonna say the
definitely
same
not
thing.
going for this one myself.
I think it's cool to be like, yeah, I'm like super proficient with I don't know, Ugrica, whatever, anything, ship weapons, engines, on the ground weapons, but mm, not my first pick. But this could be one of those closet broken ones, depending on what the actual boosts look like. And it's gonna be the case for a lot of the things we talk about here. Is when you look at something and you read it, it's different than when it's actually put into the game because there's real numbers. There's what's the what's the boost gonna look like? What's the XP gain? What does the boost in every level look like? That's those are the kind of things we need to know if this is actually gonna be good in game. I feel like. But just right now, looking at it with no context of what it's going to look like in game, yeah, I'd say this is probably one of the weaker ones that we've seen so far,
Yeah,
personally.
yeah. Again, it all depends on the numbers on how much more you get if you really specialize. Um, but it has to be a lot for it to be worth it, honestly.
Cool.
True.
Um, Precision improves accuracy of automated systems and aiming, and increases personal aim and precision in combat. This is one I'm going for,
Yeah,
100%,
This
without
is
a
that
doubt.
important.
that was what I was going to say.
Like
This
I
the
can't
scream
see a
stomach
world that I
vein.
don't. I can't see a
Yeah,
world where I don't go for this. Like, th- I want to know what this means. Like, increases personal aim and precision in combat. Like, does that mean it's giving me like better kind of aim assist, or does that mean it's giving me less recoil? Because I have a lot of personal questions with this one. You don't want to have aimbot in the game, so I this is something that I would need to ask Danny, of course. But if this is more along the lines of just having like better aim assist and less recoil, um, that's awesome. That's really good,
Yeah,
especially for the automated systems and aiming. Like when you have your crew on your weapons, your ship weapons, and they're actually shooting things, they're less likely to be stormtroopers. You know, like that's good. That's really good. So
yeah,
yeah,
man. I feel like even for planetary defenses and things like that, precision is super good. Like having a crew member manning those guns that has precision will help a lot on
yeah,
defending against other players and NPCs.
yeah. I see Benny in the audience. This one is probably a good one for Benny. Honestly, I played PUBG with him, and he needs some help with the aim. So Benny,
no shot.
Benny,
Oh,
go with the operator, man.
shit.
He said, "Who died though? Who died though?"
Shit fired.
Okay, all right,
Uh,
Jose.
all right. Reflex. Faster cooldowns, aiming, and reloads of machinery. Faster cooldowns, aiming, and reloads of machinery and weaponry.
You already
Dominic
know my
Very,
Payne.
take on this. You already
yeah,
know my
Dominic
take
Payne.
on this, man. You already know my freaking take on this. I said it in the last brew, but I think anything that reduces cooldowns is completely and utterly just broken. It is like you are literally doing actions at a speed faster than people around you. Like by the time you get one shot off, I've already gotten two shots off. And by the time you've gotten 3 shots off, I've already gotten 6 shots off. So it's just the cooldown thing is one thing, but faster aiming as well. This, mm, the faster aiming, it depends. In Call of Duty, faster aiming doesn't matter so much on things like assault rifles because you're long range and you're going to be aiming down sights a lot more often. For like a submachine gun or things close range, when you're running around and doing your thing, it's a lot better because you're running around, you're a lot more close range, and you want to be able to aim faster. So I think it depends on your play style here. Um, and then the reloads, but the reloads of machinery and weaponry and faster cooldowns, like that is to me, like I said last time, I think it's completely one of the most broken things just in gaming in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel like it will going to impact the speed which you draw your weapon in a combat, you know? So for example, if everyone is unarmed and you have very high reflex, you draw first. So people are dead even before they can draw their weapon. So it should be super cool.
Okay, I think we're going to the next one here. Perform. Oh wait, did I do this one, or did you do that
Yep.
one?
Yeah, you can do this.
Okay, performance tuning optimizes the performance of all ship systems in Sage, and then in UE5 enhances the effectiveness of personal equipment and gear.
Not
Seems
bad,
pretty
right?
freaking good. Seems pretty freaking good. I'm not gonna lie. So basically, it just
Yeah,
optimizes your ship and it optimizes your gear, is what I'm kind of hearing.
man.
And to me, I don't see a bad thing about it. I mean, obviously, you want your engine to be more efficient, your cannons to be more efficient. You want everything to be more efficient. So one of those things where maybe it's the meta for every crew to have one crew member who's really into the performance tuning tree.
Yeah. Give that one to me. Give that one to
That's
me.
yours?
No. Yeah. 100%. 100%. I agree with what you were saying before, Dom. I think the reflex one is probably big. Probably big. We need to understand better the precision one. The reflex one for the type of gameplay that you are going to do is probably big. But I
Yeah.
prefer, honestly, with my crew members, I kind of prefer more general stuff that kind of optimizes everything overall. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. Since I still don't know what I'm going to really specialize in, I have a pretty solid combat fleet, but I don't know if I'm going to go for that. Um, so to me, performance tuning is probably the best. And anything that honestly just improves everything overall, I'm going for that. So
Groove made a
yeah,
comment saying, ultimately, I think we're going to need more detailed explanations of what sets these similar perks apart from one another.
yeah,
I don't think it's that. I think it's just numbers, to be honest. Like, I think um, what's going to set these apart is just the numbers and how efficient these perks are within, like, a certain thing, whatever they're trying to be efficient in. But the most important thing is numbers. I need to know from a numbers standpoint what this is doing. How effective is this? That's my biggest thing anyway. I think you're right with some of them, but for the most part, like a lot of these, I'm like, but what does this look like in numbers form? You know. But that's something I don't think we'll get until they actually are coming out.
yeah.
So just theory crafting here. Just theory crafting, talking about it. All
I
right,
just
best
posted
operator aptitude.
just posted a poll. Go
Um,
vote in the chat. Go vote in the chat
I think,
right now.
dude, I'm probably gonna go for reflex, but depending on what it looks like, what precision actually looks like, I feel like precision's the more broken one. It just depends on what. I just want to know what this increases personal aim thing is. If it's aimbot, it's absolutely broken. And personally, I'll just say I don't think it should be in the game. But if it's like less recoil, maybe a little bit more aim assist, fine. I think I'd go with reflex. I think I'm gonna vote for reflex. Yeah.
Yeah, I already said my 2 cents here. Performance is the one I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
Jose,
Yep. Reflex all the way.
Oh
reflex.
wow, reflex.
Okay.
Wow.
I
Okay.
wasn't expecting that from Jose.
Yeah, on this
Okay.
one, yeah, for sure.
Another one that needs some aim assist.
That's messed up, dude. I've seen him on Hell Divers.
No, no, just is good. Just is good. Just is good. You don't need precision to say, bro. Brazilians, if in FPS games, Brazilians are always good. That's something that I learned,
Football and FPS, those are our
bro.
skills.
Counter Strike. Get on the Brazilian server on Counter Strike. You're getting destroyed. You're getting absolutely destroyed. Like for sure, for sure. It's a rivalry that we have, Argentinians and Brazilians. But yeah.
True.
All right,
Also, guys,
Jose.
if there's anyone with that wants to share some thoughts here, wants to come to stage, raise your hand. That's always allowed. If you have thoughts on anything that we're discussing, just raise your hand. We'll let you in. Just wanted to get that in.
Okay, Jose, you wanna start off hospitality?
Yeah, let's start with hospitality because we are already over the hour, so we need to move. So, charisma. Charisma improves trade outcomes and reduces fees with NPC vendors, or get you better prices and deals from NPC vendors. Conflict resolution. Do you guys want to know my theory crafting about this?
Yes, of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Charisma is going to be the main perk for politicians, crew members. I think it's going
Okay.
to heavily affect how you gain reputation inside Star Atlas and the DAO and faction DAO and Star Atlas DAO politics in game. I think it is going to heavily impact all people who wants to play the police game. So, yep, I'm looking at you, Charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't care too much about the trade outcomes. I think the conflict resolution is what gets me the most personally. But I see where you're coming from for sure, Jose. Okay. Uh, Provisioning increases crew food usage efficiency and reduces personal food requirements. This is just one of those. This is like intelligence when I was saying like maybe you put like a few points into this one just to be a little bit more efficient with it. But this isn't, to me, this is not going to be something that people specialize in. I
Yeah.
think this is probably the one that we've seen so far that I cannot see anyone specializing in. It just seems like, yeah, I'm going to specialize in eating less. Okay.
It's
I
just
mean,
too
no,
specific, right? It's too specific. You can get a lot more with other.
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
one thing that I think it might be good if you combo provisioning with experimentation and other crafting perks, your crew members might be super efficient and your yield mm, probably will go higher. Another
Mhm.
specific use case that I feel that we need to think about here is that crew members food in Star Atlas is not only for nutrition. Like food can have special effects in the future. And let's say there are high risk zone recipes that increases your stats. So if you're increasing your crew food usage, perhaps this will allow you to use more of those resources or use them in a better way. Something to consider.
Cool. You want to go into entertainment, Jose?
Entertainment boosts crew morale, productivity, and rest. Increases reeling and effectiveness of the of team members. This is a super good one.
This
Yeah,
one is
yeah,
good.
yeah. This is the one I would go if I'm looking to be like a medic or something. This is like I would almost like dual class, with medic and entertainment
And
with hospitality.
command maybe. Command.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
command aptitude tree. Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is one of the things I would want to have on my medic. Like if I had a medic who can not only heal me, but boost my morale, boost my productivity, boost my rest, and it also increases healing and effectiveness on team members. Imagine having increased effectiveness on healing on your medic. Like I mean, this is like a
Oh,
no-brainer for like your medic
yeah.
in my eyes. Like I said, I think this is like definitely a dual class or tri class. Like there's gonna be, I just can't see a medic not having this one personally. So. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This one's pretty good. Okay. Artisan enhances food and consumable production rate and discovery boosts hand harvested resource and mineral discovery. Not many opinions from me on this one. And if
Yeah,
you
I
guys have
like
them.
it. I
It
like
can
it.
be big, honestly. It can be big,
For
especially for the
crafting,
Sage one, I think.
for yeah, for people who are crafting stuff, this is a must-have. Like if you are crafting food, if you are crafting anything in game, or even if you are harvesting resources, this is a must. Like artisan is super good by any
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah. Okay.
True.
Fitness, Jose. Oh wait,
Fitness,
we need to do the
yeah,
sorry, I forgot we need to do the poll.
I'm crafting the pole, bro.
All right, my favorite one, 100%, it's entertainment. I actually think this is probably the weakest aptitude that we've seen so far. Just me personally, me personally. Now a lot of it depends on the numbers, of course, but from my gut reaction, this is the weakest one we've seen. And the only one that I can see being really good is entertainment. I think artisan could be decent, but for the most part, I see the vision with entertainment. I think it's going to be crucial for like a specific role in the game. So, yeah, I'm going to go with entertainment.
yeah. No, I'm going
Yeah.
with charisma because I feel
Mhm.
like this is super important for politicians and overall relationship building in Star Atlas. Charisma is the way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The poll is in the chat, guys, if you want to go both. I'm good with entertainment as
Yeah,
well.
I can see it. I can see it. Okay, Jose, fitness.
Fitness, agility, speeds up screw tasks and operations, increases movement speed and reflexes. Bro,
I mean, this
Huge.
is
broken.
broken.
Uh,
I mean, this is
Huge.
another thing. I'll talk about being broken in competitive games or just anything that you're trying to be good at in games. Cooldowns and movement speed. Movement speed is one of the things, like, specifically, I'll talk about League of Legends. Movement speed is a nightmare to balance. If you have a lot of movement speed, you are hard to hit. You can get away from things. So you're able to do damage to someone when they're not even able to hit you or keep up with you. That is incredibly broken. Imagine you have cooldown reduction and you have movement speed. No one's going to be able to hit you. You're going to be able to do twice the amount of damage they're going to be able to do. So, yeah, agility to me is huge. Not only because it increases how good you're going to be in UE5 and how broken that's going to be just from an on the ground combat standpoint, but speeding up crew tasks and operations, it's like the perfect blend of wanting to be more efficient and maybe more on the earning side, but also have combat boosts in UE5. This is the most well-rounded one I've seen so far with both Sage and UE5. It feels the most like diverse, and I could see some big specializations here because of how in both sides, Sage and UE5, it has such a different kind of thing, different like boost, but I could definitely see people wanting both of those. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite ones so far.
Yeah, it's a huge one for sure. For sure. I agree with everything you said, honestly.
Okay. Recovery speeds up recovery from physical exertion and injuries, and then in UE5 reduces cooldown time for physical actions and injuries. I mean, I'm I'm curious on the cooldown time for physical actions. What that means? Is this just Yeah, no, I'm not too sure about this one. I feel like there's more context that I need.
Yeah. What would be a physical action? It's a 2-second cooldown to stand up off the ground.
Yeah, but the speeds
Yeah,
up recovery from physical exertion and injuries. So basically, what this is endurance. This is like, yeah, this is like your endurance, um, being able to also heal back. But why would you need this if you have a medic? Like if you're like a lone soldier, I can see this being a thing because you want to like or like a bounty hunter. I can see this being a thing because you're working alone. But this is another one where I feel like it's a little weak in my eyes.
Yeah,
true.
need to understand more.
Okay, Jose, endurance.
Endurance sustains crew performance over longer periods. reduces fatigue, and boosts stamina. Good, like solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
Like
one's
you,
just solid to me. Yeah.
yeah,
it's a
you need
solid
this.
one.
Like it's part of the build. You need to be able to sustain your performance. If your crew member runs out of stamina, running from a beast in the high risk zone, GG. So everyone knows how stamina is important. Must
In
have.
every single game, it is important for sure.
Yes.
Every single game. Yeah.
Okay. And then last one out of the whole thing is strength, and it allows for more resource carrying capacity in Sage, and then increases inventory size and carrying capacity in UE5. So in
This is
Sage,
big.
I could see this being massive for a lot of people. In UE5, I think it depends entirely on like if do I even need is it really needed to have a larger inventory size, or can I just like grab something and put it on my ship and that acts as my inventory, you know? Like it completely depends on the game and how it works. So the I would just be going off of the Sage one in this case because I don't think there's enough context for how the UE5 one would work with everything. But I think the Sage one is really good. Really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Pushing the poll for the best fitness aptitude perk.
For me, it's
Go
agility.
vote in the chat.
Yeah, agility for me as well.
For me, it's agility as well. I think we all agree on this one. Strength is also big, especially
Yeah,
if you're focusing on transport.
crafting.
I think it's
Yeah.
more probably for Sage, honestly. But if you're focusing on transport in Sage, then this is big. This is really big. So depends on what you focus on, as with every single one. But I'll go with agility myself. But strength is also pretty good.
Hmm. Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I see. After going through all this, I definitely can see like in my mind what I think would be my favorite kind of combination and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, going through this stuff is really cool and just kind of theory crafting and coming up with ideas. But I'm just curious for Jose Santi, out of the whole list, do you guys have a favorite? I can zoom out here.
Man.
Mm, it's super hard, bro. Depends very much on your play style. Like for me, hybrid builds will be the most important thing. Like for sure, I'll be trying to get a few perks from different aptitude trees. That's for me like a must.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Yeah.
I choose the anomaly minor point for everything.
I mean, oh man, I'm just thinking of like my character having the dexterity, evasion, structural integrity, reflex, and agility. And who's gonna kill me? I just can't see anyone killing me like ever. You know, like I just can't.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gonna have their own like specialization in being a medic or maybe being more on the resource side or data side, and that's where the strategy of this game is gonna come into play. There's gonna be people who specialize in combat, and how are you gonna deal with that? You know, it's so interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of this is
I
so
think
interesting.
overall, can we all agree that science and command are the best? Who's with me on
Mm,
this one? Who's with me on this one, guys? Tell me.
Science and
Science and command.
they are solid. Like, yeah.
Science and command are the most solid ones.
But
Operator,
and
uh,
if you plan to go on a Dominic
yeah, to
Bane
be honest,
playstyle.
all of them are very good, Santi. Like, if you go like only for a single skill tree, you get hyper specialized, but you'll be very
Yeah.
good at what you're doing, you know?
I
So
yeah,
think
hard to say,
Lordo
bro.
got it very right in the chat. Luck plus discovery, man.
yeah,
Is a
That
yeah.
combination,
that's a
OP.
combo.
that's a
That's a
that's a
combo.
crazy ass
OP
combo.
combination, bro.
Unironically,
OP.
I think the four on the left, so command, flight, science, and operator, like these are the better ones. And then engineering, medical, hospitality, and fitness, they seem like a step behind. But like I said, a lot of this is going to depend on the numbers and how it, like actually
Yeah.
Yeah.
is used in games. Um, but from our way too early conversations, yeah, I would say command science super good. I think operator is underrated. I think flight is also really freaking good. Um, yeah, man. I just can't. I can't wait for the day where all these are in the game and I can really just actually specialize in a lot of these.
Yeah. That's also important. One important thing to note, like these are all going to be added together with the development of Star Atlas. Like not all of them are going to be live, and yeah, they go with the roadmap as well. So important clarification here.
Yeah, this is insane. Okay, so which one's your guys' favorite? Which aptitude at the end of the day?
Like only one,
Yeah.
or man,
Bro,
I am
this is
going
super
with
hard.
command.
Okay.
I am going with command, and if you want to make me more choose one in command, I'll probably even go with social cohesion. Command and social cohesion.
Okay. What about you, Jose?
Bro, this is super hard, man. I
Choose
would
Jose.
say, Jesus Christ, bro. I'll say science.
Science. Okay.
Science. People are
Okay.
saying
Yeah,
science in the chat.
So
yeah.
my favorite aptitude is operator, and actually the dark horse. My favorite perk is agility. I think of
Hmm.
everything. My favorite perk is agility. Personally.
Yeah, it's very good.
Okay. I like it, man. Finally got through all this. For a little over time, but worth it.
Yeah, yeah. I see a question from NDRs asking if the fitness ability would match with mobile app, so we would upgrade or cruise through it. Um,
Yes.
yeah. I mean, in the mobile app, you can level up faster, basically, by touching grass. You can earn more XP. But I don't know if it's directly linked with specifically the fitness aptitude. I don't know, maybe to say you know better than me, but I don't know if
Yeah,
there's anything specific.
yeah, I feel it will have a link here for sure. Absolutely. You train
Okay,
fitness by running. Makes sense.
touching grass, important.
Touching grass.
I'm
Yeah,
nerfed.
cool, 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 cool. So
All right.
this was a very in-depth discussion. We went well over the hour, but honestly, it was worth it. We also announced a couple big things at the beginning of the brew, like Town Hall on July 3rd, announcement coming soon. And also, we dropped some video. We dropped a video from the Puna app. I don't know, Dom, if you can pull that up too close. But how the Puna apps are going to look like for the crew packs. Some of them, of course, some random combinations of Punabs. So, Town Hall on July 3rd, it's going to be a big one, definitely a big one. And
Do
yeah,
not miss it.
we'll
Like I said, it's gonna be the biggest town hall we've ever had. A lot of information. A lot of the things that you guys are like, why aren't they doing this? Or what's the update on this? Or the things you want to see or want to hear. I guarantee you, with 95% certainty, that it will be at that town hall. That's how jam packed that thing is. So just make sure you come. Seriously, it's gonna be a really good one. Also, that Michael Wagner photo is
pull that
cursed.
up.
That
Pull
is
that
All
up.
right.
absolutely
All right.
cursed. It is cursed.
Let's close
First,
with that. Let's close with that.
Oh my god.
we'll get
Here we
fired.
go.
Getting fired. Oh my god.
Dude, dude, dude.
Seeing fruit. Oh my
Well,
god,
guys,
bro.
this is how we close the Atlas Brew number 116. Thank you so much for joining us always. We'll see you next Wednesday. at the same time, as always, stay tuned for the conversation announcement. And yeah, guys, see you on the next one. And thank you again for joining. Love you all.
Yeah,
Much
guys.
love, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.